Hello, everyone. How's everyone doing out there? I hope you're doing well. Let's see. Let's see who's joining us today. We're getting a number of people joining us. I'm kind of liking this little getting started soon banner. I might start doing that more often. It gives me a chance to actually close up the store a little bit and still allow people to filter in. So that's really the whole meaning behind that mostly. I also had another customer here at the end of the day. So it took me a little bit of time, but thank you. I think we're on time actually, which is great. I was rushing around a little bit and here we are. So thank you for joining us for day 2 of our Raven's Journey Czech Glass Trunk show, done virtually here. And if you don't know who we are Allegory Gallery. We are a small bead store located in Ligonier, Pennsylvania. That's about 60 miles to the east of Pittsburgh in the United States. And we have a fully stocked bead store, a physical store, and we have an online store at allegorygallery.com that you can shop at and buy lots of hand-curated, beautiful things, both modern and antique and vintage. Lots of great stuff out there. So we hope you'll check that out. Suzanne is with us. Hello. Thank you for joining us. Hello, Lennis. Hello, Linda. Thank you for joining in. Marianne is here. Debbie is with us. Hello. Thank you for joining us today. It is a beautiful day, sunny, beautiful day here in Ligonier. It's cold. It's 32 degrees right now, but it's still a beautiful day, right? I don't mind the cold so much. As long as it's nice and sunny, it makes you feel better. Hello, Norma. Thank you for joining us. Marianne says temptation time, right? It is. Hello, Barbara. Thanks for joining in. Patty is joining us from Southern Oregon. Thank you for joining in today, Patty. We appreciate you being here. If you are new to us, you may not know much about us. I'm not going to talk too much about it because most of the people joining us are probably regulars. But we would appreciate it very much if you would check out our YouTube channel, youtube.com/allegorygallery, and subscribe to that. Getting our numbers up really helps. Hit those thumbs up buttons. It really lets YouTube know that you all like us and they should promote us a little bit. We're also on Facebook. You can follow us on Facebook if you go to our business page at Allegory Gallery and just hit that follow button. That really helps. And scroll through a few of our posts and hit the likes or shares. That really helps us to just gain a little bit of traction. The algorithms are not always kind to very small businesses like us. So we appreciate all the help you can give us by liking and sharing and subscribing and following. Yeah, so we're not going to talk too much today. Usually I talk a lot at the beginning, but I'm going to try not to talk too much today because I have 3 bags of Czech glass. We did 2 yesterday. This is day 2. We did 2 bags yesterday. We're going to do 3 bags. I'm going to try and get through 3 bags today. So I can't talk too much at the beginning like I normally do. We're going to get into it pretty quickly here. But I do want to get through the comments here so that we can say hi to everybody. We do like to chat a lot here at Allegory Gallery, and we like to chat with you. So when you put something over here, my comments are over here, your comments may be down here. But when you chat with us, we like to chat back and we like to actually talk with you. Crazy idea, right? Instead of ignoring everybody who watches us, I know a lot of people who go live, they ignore pretty much everyone and just do their thing. We don't do that. We try and talk to as many of you as we can and get to know y'all. Let's see here. Carmen is with us. Thank you for joining us. Facebook user says, I'm anxious to see all this. You have my attention. Thank you. If you come up like this for me, Facebook user, I don't know who you are, but in the description of these videos, there is generally a link, a StreamYard link. It's streamyard.com/Facebook. And if you go there, you can give access to your profile name and your profile picture. It doesn't give access to anything more than that. That's just so that we on this end can see you. And if you are with anybody else that uses StreamYard, they'll also already be able. It's not just for us, it's for everyone. So yeah, let's see. Marion says, was it a buying customer? It was. Hold on one moment. Sorry about that. After hours call. They can leave a voicemail. It's probably just spam. We get a lot of spam for our store phone, unfortunately. Let's see here. Facebook user says, going to the movies, so plan to look at pages later. Yes, please. You can always rewatch our videos. Our videos are on YouTube and Facebook. They go in the live tab on Facebook, or they go in the live tab on YouTube. And you can always go back and see any of the videos we've ever done. We've been recording these videos on YouTube for about 2 years or so now, really, really strongly there. And then even more than that on Facebook. So feel free, if you miss out, you can always come back. All right. Marion says, it's 9 degrees there and we have some sun. Ooh, that's cold. That's cold. We're not there yet. Lena says, but this is a trunk show, so watch it soon. Yes, it is a trunk show, and that means that we have it for a limited amount of time. We sell as much as we can to help us and to help Raven's Journey, who is sending us this trunk show, and then it all goes back to them afterwards. It all goes back to them afterwards. All right. Let's see here. What else? Can't wait to see today's offering, says Susan. I know there's some good stuff today. We're gonna start at the $5 range again today. So we're gonna start there like we did yesterday, but then we're gonna start kicking it up a little bit to the $8 and $9 range. So you know there's going to be extra good stuff when you start getting. If you saw how good it was at $5, wait till you see the beautiful things at 8 and 9. So that's what we're going to do today. Going to try and get through 3 bags. Vanessa's saw my invoice but haven't paid it yet. Will you be able to consolidate if I order from today's sale? Yes, we can consolidate. And I explained this a little bit yesterday. If you order over all 3 days, I am trying to invoice so that it doesn't get overwhelming for me. I'm trying to invoice at the end of every day. And I got most of you all done yesterday, except for some questions that I had. And if you sent emails today, I haven't invoiced for those yet, but I've sorted them. So I'm all up to date on sorting. I'm mostly up to date on invoicing. But if you make multiple orders over the various days, I will send you invoices every day. That's the plan. You can either pay those invoices right away, or if you like to, have it done, and I'll just start a new invoice for the next day. If you prefer to pay it all at once, you can wait to pay those invoices, and at the end, I will just continually update your invoice. And you will get a notification probably every time I update your invoice. So just know that's what's happening. But yeah, you can do it either way. You can do it either way. And that's okay, Vanessa. I was going to say all this anyway for today's audience too. Vanessa said, I'm sorry, I saw most of the sale but missed that part. And that's okay. Susan says, even $8 and $9 is pretty great for beautiful Czech glass. It is. It is, especially when you see these. So if y'all didn't know, Raven's Journey, beautiful Czech glass from the Czech Republic. They were ranked #1 Czech glass by Interweave's Readers Awards, Readers' Choice Awards. So you know that a lot of people, to get #1 on that, a lot of people must love their work. And so we're very happy to be doing this trunk show with them. And we hope that you enjoy it as well. So all the instructions, I tried to put it in all the descriptions of these videos, but here's the quick lowdown on it. In order to claim things today, all you have to do is take a screenshot of what I have on the table and send it to us in an email at info@allegorygallery.com. Now I'm going to put that banner starting across the screen now. I didn't want to start it before to distract everyone, but here it is. To order from this video, take a screenshot of the item you'd like, send it to us at info@allegorygallery.com. Now, some things I learned from yesterday. Please, if your device, when you send your email, says, do you want to make these attachments smaller? Please say no. I want them the biggest way that you can send them. Because there were some people that sent them in and it makes them like this big. And I can't tell what those things are. So please, if your device asks you, do you want to shrink these attachment sizes? Please say no and send them to me at full size. Another thing, I will hold them and I will turn them for you to see them. And then at the end, I will set them on the table and leave them there for a little while. Please take your screenshots at that point. A lot of people were sending me screenshots where I was holding it, and sometimes I could only see 1 or 2 beads. I had no idea what I was holding. So that makes it very difficult. When I set them down on the table, however, I try very hard to show the SKU number that Raven's Journey uses. And that way, when you send me those big picture attachments, I can zoom in and make sure that I'm getting the correct ones for you. Because some of these coming up, the colors are going to be very close. And depending on your screen and depending on your device, the colors that I see when you send me a screenshot may be different. So please, when you take your screenshots, send them to me once I set them on the table and give you a little bit of time with my hands away from it to take that screenshot. If you send me a screenshot while I'm holding it, it's probably covering the tag, because I usually try to show you the beads, not the tags, and I won't be able to see that number. So please do give me a little bit of time while I'm showing them to you, and then when I set the beads down, take that screenshot and send it to me. That makes it super easy on my side to make sure that I get you the right colors, because like I said, some of these colors are very similar, and I was squinting a lot to try to figure out which is which. Vanessa says, yes, I noticed that the green leaves yesterday, some were very similar. Yes, very similar. And some of those purples, the deep kind of, some of the lighter purples, deep purple flowers, whew, it was difficult. I finally, some of them I had to replay the video and try to look for how I was holding it to make sure it matched up with your screenshot. So I got everything right. I'm pretty sure. I'm 99.9% sure everything is right. But it does help if you wait to take the screenshot till I show the labels and put the numbers down there. So that will help me. One other thing before we get started, real quick. If you send me an email for something, if it's available to you, you are promising to take it. I'm going to say that again. If you send me an email for something, if it's available to you, you are promising to take it. We cannot have people sending us 20 emails, and when I come back and say, you've got 18 of those things, they say, oh, but I only wanted to get 3. That's a good way to get blacklisted. We rarely do that. Most people understand. But please, if you send us an email, if you send us 30 emails and you're the first or second person to get those beads, you're going to get 30 strands of beads, and you're going to promise that you're going to pay for those, okay? That's the way it has to work. It gets very, very messy, very messy. So that's the way it goes. Patty says, could you read the tag number? It's just easier if you take the picture properly when I set it down, because if I read every tag number from every single one, inevitably it slows everything down because we have to read each one, and also people could get mixed up because I'm going to show you multiple designs at a time. So I don't want anyone getting messed up and getting the wrong thing. So please just take the picture, and when it sets down, as long as you send it at regular resolution, will be good. If not, I'll email you back. That's all. It's not a big deal, and I had to do it very few times. There were about 3 people that I had to email out of everyone who claimed yesterday. We had about 17 or 18 people who claimed stuff yesterday. So thank you if you already did claim. And we just had a few things. Some people were sending small screenshots, but then big ones. So they must have heard me say it after a certain point. So I just had to go back on a few of those and just a few misunderstandings. So no problem. We have a lot to get through today, and I know probably people were worn out even after 2 bags yesterday. So I'm not going to do a lot of talk now. I just wanted to go through all of that. All of everything that I have said, however, is in the description to these videos, or should be, because I put it there. Hopefully Facebook and YouTube left it there. And then tomorrow, you're going to tune back in for 2 more bags. And then that's going to be it. We're going to have a 3-day event. If you missed day 1, you can go back and rewatch it. There's still a lot available, a lot sold, but there's still a lot available. So you can feel free to send me screenshots for that. The other thing is please, when you send your screenshots, do not crop them. I'm going to write on a piece of paper, bag 3, bag 4, and bag 5. And the reason I'm doing that is I'm going to have this in the screen beside the beads. If you crop this out of the screen when you send it to me, some people crop them and send me just the beads. I won't know what bag to look in. And then I have to look through all the bags to find your beads. So there's a reason this is here. It's only for me. It has nothing to do with all of you. But it is for me, and it is very helpful. So when you send the screenshots, that should be in it, because you should be taking a picture of the whole screen. Leave that in it, please. All right? All right. I know, there's so many rules, right? So many rules. Here's another rule. You have to share this video. You can share it after, but please share the video. It's not really a rule. We just hope that you'll share and like what we do. All right, I'm going to flip the camera around. We're going to get right started here real quick, all right? So you're going to see the ceiling for a moment. We're not super fancy with all these multiple cameras. Some people have been asking, should I wait and send my email at the very end, or should I send you an email for each strand that I want? My suggestion, if you want to make sure you get it or have a better chance at getting it, send an email for every single strand. Take a screenshot, send an email. Take a screenshot, send an email. That way, you have a better chance of getting things, because that's what most people with us do. If you wait until the end and send us one big list, you may still get a lot because they sent a lot of beads, but you may not get everything you want. So I do recommend, if you can, send us one email for every strand you want. But that choice is entirely up to you. You hear all those beads coming out of there? Whew, this is a nice bag. This is a nice bag of beads. Winbent Lennis says, less work for us, less work for you, not rules, permission to be lazy. Yeah, kind of, right? As long as you take the screenshots at the right time, super, super easy and less work for everybody. All right, first up, we have some tulips, everybody. Tulips. So these are these beautiful Czech glass tulip beads in this really pretty light blue color. Oh, you know what I didn't do? I had my other... I had my other light yesterday, and I think that helped a little bit. And now I've lost my stand for my other light. See, I thought I was all ready, everybody. I thought I was being good. I thought I was ahead of things. I had my list of things to talk about with everybody. And then now, well, we're going to try and do this without the other light, I guess. I don't know what happened to my stand. How do you lose an entire light stand? If you saw my YouTube video today, my short, you saw my desk. It's gotten worse over the day instead of better. I did, though, throw out my old cup of coffee, so that helps. That helps a little bit. Let me take one quick look around. I found it, y'all. Okay. Found it, y'all. Let's see here. Oh, my penny, too. Everybody likes the penny. Where's the penny? Do I have a pocket full of pennies? No. Let me see. I think my penny got pulled up into one of the Czech glass bags because it is nowhere to be found. It is nowhere to be found. Let's see here. Okay, here is getting this. Sorry, everybody. Let me get this together. There we go. There's some, oops. Come on, that's not what I want to do. Okay, there's a little bit of extra light. I don't know how much that helps, but I think it helps a little bit, especially as time goes on here and it gets darker outside and we lose that light. Patty says, anyone else's screen fuzzy? I backed out and came back in, still fuzzy. Make sure that we broadcast at 1080p. So do make sure that on your YouTube, since you're on YouTube there, Patty, make sure that your quality is set to 1080p. Otherwise, you'll be broadcasting probably in 720, and it might be a little bit fuzzy. All right, so there are those. If you like those, see, I'm going to sit them like this. Make sure this is in your screenshot. Make sure that that is there so I can zoom in on that and then send them full size to me in an email. And then that way, you know what, I don't know if this helps. My handwriting is atrocious. But maybe that'll help in case it's not scrolling over your screen when you need it. info@allegorygallery.com. Lillian says that helps. Oh, good. Hello, Joy. Thanks for joining in with us today. All right, I'm going to move this down a little bit. So how's everyone? How's your day? Having a good day? I hope you're having a great day. So here, just to show you, and see, this is why, don't take a screenshot yet, everybody. Wait till I set them down and show the numbers good. But here's the difference between the first batch and that latter batch. All right, so there you go. I'm going to make sure one of those has the number showing on the tag, and you can take the screenshot. What you are seeing is the actual number of bead strands that we have. There are only 3 of these. There are no more. There are no more. So the first 3 people to claim these get them. The price tags are accurate. Yes, Lillian. These are all $5. Bag 3, everything in bag 3 is going to be only $5 a strand. Crazy good prices, everybody. Crazy good prices. Every single thing in bag 3. When we move on to the different bags, I'll tell you the prices, but all the prices on the strands are correct. All right. Janice says, it's been a nice day here, no complaints. Oh, good. Hello, Lois from rainy, it says it's a rainy, basty day here in South Carolina. Rainy days are nice too sometimes. Lena says, how do you do that? Got fuzzy for me too. Usually there's a little gear icon if you tap on our broadcast. Sometimes you have to tap on the actual, video playing, and you'll get a little gear icon, and you can shift that up into high gear to 1080p if it's not already. Okay, so these are beautiful red with this beautiful gold accent on them, these little tulips. So I'm going to set this here, and you can take a screenshot now. Supposed to be nasty. I was like, basty, is that like hot, like humid? I don't know what it's doing anywhere in the world. It's supposed to be nasty. Rainy, nasty day. Rain can be okay. I don't mind rain sometimes, but rain when it's cold, not the greatest, right? Not the greatest. Let's see here. Susan says, allergies are driving me up a wall. Otherwise, I'm okay. Yeah, sometimes the allergies get wild, right? Sometimes they get wild. You don't know why you have allergies in the middle of like winter, but that happens. Vanessa's got cabin fever, been in the house all week. Ice is finally starting to let up a bit. I'm in Dallas. Oh yeah, Texas stuff is crazy, I hear. These are so pretty, so pretty. These are a beautiful pink color. A deeper kind of pink, almost like a rosy pink color with that beautiful copper detail on them. Beautiful copper detail. So I'm going to adjust these so that I can see a number, and then you can take a screenshot now. Okay. So if you're just tuning in, welcome. Please say hi. Let us know you're here. Please give a thumbs up to this video or a like. And please, if you want to, if you don't mind, hit that share button and share with your friends. We're doing Raven's Journey Czech Glass today. This is Allegory Gallery. If you know us from the Great Bead Extravaganza, we started the Great Bead Extravaganza with Sarah at Softlex, and then we invited a bunch of our friends to be in it as well. So if you're coming to us from that, that's because we helped get that started with Sarah at Softlex. It was a collaboration between Andrew and Sarah. Andrew's my husband and partner here at Allegory Gallery, and that's how the Great Bead Extravaganza actually got formed. So here, these are a nice, almost transparent. These are a more transparent color in pink. And again, only $5 for these beautiful tulip Czech glass beads. That is a great, great price. So see, I'll show them up close. If you just joined in, I was telling, please wait until they're down here to send a screenshot, because what that does is when you get your screenshot, it should have the bag number, so I know. It'll have the picture here, and it will also have, I try to make sure all of these have a number showing so that I can zoom in and make sure I get you the right color, because some of these, like these, are very similar, right? Like these are kind of similar. On a screen, when you send me one or the other, it's hard to tell which are which. So if I have that number on there, it helps a lot. You all did great sending everything yesterday. If you're just tuning in and you missed yesterday's, you can go back. I would suggest waiting though until after this video is done, but you can go back and get stuff from yesterday's video. We still do have things left, but not a ton, but we have a good bit. So this hook has two different colors. It has this beautiful orange, and this orange has almost a, it's like a purple detail accent to it. So you have those. I'm going to flip that so that one of those numbers is showing, hopefully. So let me set that down. All right. And then you have this beautiful blue with the gold detail on it. All right, move that. And there you go. Now, when I do something like this, you can say blue or orange when you send it to me, or you can say left or right. Either way, it gets a little bit dicey if I show you something like these, for example, and you'd say the blue one. So left or right helps a lot. Generally, left or right is better. Left, right. All right. I know, rules, rules, rules. But that makes sure everybody gets what they want as quickly as possible. And you don't lose out in between. Because if I have to go back and forth with you, I don't want you to lose out. Because if I don't know what you want, I can't set it aside to reserve it. All right, here's this beautiful blue color. This is the same blue color as on these ones. Is it? Is it? Yes. But the detail's different. So this one here has a silver detail to it, which actually makes the color look quite different. So it's hard to even tell that it's the same color. Like I said, we're going to go a little bit quickly today because we have 3 bags to get through. So please, I'm going to give you a few moments always once these hit the table to take your screenshots. Please don't take them before that. Because sometimes I get screenshots like this or like this, and I don't know what bag it is. I don't know what exact color that one is. So I will move my hands away and set them on the table. That's your time to take the screenshot to send it to us. All right. And here comes that blue in the same color, but with the gold detail. The gold detail. So the first one was copper, the second one was silver, and then we have the gold. We got friends out there talking, chatting in the comments, making friends, meeting each other maybe for the first time. I love that. I love when our offline friends can become online friends, or our online friends can become offline friends and actually meet up in person. It's a great, great thing. All right, and here is this beautiful color blue, a little bit more translucent than the previous ones. And this has the gold detail on it. I'm going to get one of those that actually show the number, and you can take your screenshots if you want those. All of these strands are $5 per strand. We bill through Square, everybody. We bill through Square. We do not bill through PayPal. People ask us that all the time. Our invoicing is done through Square. And but if you have a PayPal debit card that's connected to your account, you're always welcome to use that to pay your Square bill, which will deduct from your PayPal account. That's the way to get around that if you're always looking to use PayPal for places that don't have it. Ooh, I like these ones. These are an icy, icy blue with a beautiful silver finish. So there's a lot on that silver finish. Gives it that nice icy look. Carla says, quit fussing at us and show us the beads. I haven't stopped showing the beads. Don't worry. I haven't stopped showing the beads. All right. And again, the ones that I'm putting down, that's all there are for that particular color. All right, so what you see is what you get. So if you see one of a particular color, or like this one, I have 4 of the orange, which the orange is very popular. There were a lot of oranges claimed yesterday, and there are only 2 of this one. All right, only 2 of that one. So I'm going to put these down. There's the oranges down. All right. Get your screenshots if you want them. William can talk and also show beads. I can, right? I can do 2 things at once. I can do 2 things at once. Well, I can do that. Those 2 things at once, at least. I'm not sure about a lot of other 2 things, but that I can do. That I can do. And the only reason I say things over and over in these videos is because I know people join in at different times. I can almost guarantee you, inevitably, somebody will join us at some point in this video and ask, how do I claim these? What do I need to do? You watch, everybody. You watch. Mark my words, right? These are lovely, like almost like a butterscotch color with that gold accent. Oh, how many of you like these tulip beads? I love these tulip Czech glass beads. I love them. Now, I will also say, if you miss something, YouTube is the place to be. YouTube is the place to be. Because on YouTube, during a live, you can rewind. And so you don't have to ask me, can you show me that again so I can get a picture? Normally I don't mind, but when we have 3 bags to get through today, I'm going to say no, unfortunately. But if you're on YouTube, you can rewind yourself and then come back to the current time. Facebook doesn't allow you to do that. So that's why we broadcast in multiple locations, so you have the choice. These are lovely glossy beads in these tulip shapes with none of those kind of other colors or accents on them, but just a lovely shades of kind of pink and orange. And these ones don't actually have a number, so I'm going to leave them like that. Lillian says years of practice, right? Years and years of practice doing this. Okay, did I get all the tulips? I'm trying to do these in some kind of order, y'all. Trying. Now that I've explained everything, I'm not afraid to put all of the same. Sometimes I break it up, like you saw me doing it yesterday. I was breaking up the flowers, not showing them all at once, because it helps to have some buffer of other beads in between, so that when the emails come in, I kind of have an idea of which ones came first and which ones came after. But now that I've explained that we're doing it a certain way, you're all going to be great. It's going to be wonderful. I love these. These are probably my favorite ones of the tulips that we've looked at so far. It's a beautiful grapey color and this light purpley pink with the silver detail on them. Oh, those are juicy. They remind me of like gummies or something. They're really, really nice. And only 3 strands of each. Now, when you send us your email, if you want more than 1 strand, you have to tell me. Otherwise, I'm going to assume when you send an email, you just want 1. They are priced per strand. Bag 3 is $5 per strand. And then in between the bags, we're going to take a little break so that I don't break your brains or break my brain. Okay, I think, nope. See, I thought I was done with the tulips, but wait, there's more. But wait, there's more. Check those out. Beautiful blue with the copper detail. Nice shiny blue. Not a matte, that's a polished finish with the copper detail. All right. Now, I know a lot of you liked the bees from yesterday. So I've got more bees. I've got more bees for you today. 2 different colors. We have the darker blue and the teal blue, blue-green, right there. So there you go. I hope you're liking these today as much as you were yesterday. I know a lot of you enjoyed them yesterday, and like I said, we had a number of claims. We probably sold at least almost probably a quarter to a third of the trunk show yesterday of the bags we looked at. So thank you all. We appreciate it. I tried to send out an email today before we started so that you all knew, and a text message I think I sent out today. So you all knew this was coming up in case you missed it yesterday or you haven't been watching our lives all the time. You need to watch the lives every day, everybody. No excuses, no excuses. If only that were possible, right? Here we have a purple with this almost kind of shampoo-y effect in the beads, which is lovely. And then you have this beautiful pink with the silver. So this is a purple with a copper bee and pink with a silver bee. All right. And we're still on bag 3, everybody. Still on bag 3. We got to do 4 and 5 after this. We're about halfway through bag 3 right now. I told you they sent us a lot of good stuff. A lot of good stuff. And I'm very thankful for that. Here we have red. Red bees with the copper detail. Red bees with the copper detail. Marianne says, fortunately, my schedule allows for almost every day. I know. I'm happy about that. I'm glad you get to watch us. It's fun to hang out with you. We have a number of regulars that we see pretty much every day. And we love hanging out with you all. I always say this, and I don't know if people think I'm just fooling or what, but it is the highlight to my day. I don't just say that because I have stuff to sell you. I actually really like hanging out with all of you and doing these and getting a chance. Like, it's days like today where I have so much to show you that I can't really chat too much, that it's like, okay, well, that's nice. I hope that you like to buy the stuff, but I didn't get to chat with everybody very much. So here you have this bright limey green and this beautiful, beautiful blue, icy blue. Let me make that better. for me. All right. Harry says, I try to be here most days. It is my social time. Thank you. We appreciate that. It's good to see you here too when you can make it. It's my social time too. It's definitely my social time too. Okay, did I get all the bees? Did I get all the bees? I think that's it for the bees, except, let me show you. There was one strand that broke. One strand that broke, and it's this deep blue color. They're all here. It was just a broken strand in the bag. So I'm going to leave this here. If you want that broken strand, somebody can claim that too. All right. Sometimes the strands break when they send them to us. So I put them in bags. Same price because everything's still there. It's just a little broken. It is a pretty blue, Susan. That's some of the broken strands. I don't show you the beads because it's like, oh, but that one, it was the last one. I don't have any more of that, and it is in a really pretty color. Okay, so I found some more tulips that I didn't see earlier. I told you there's so many beads here that it's they get buried. So there are 3 different colors in this batch. So there's this one, which is this beautiful orangey white. And then there are these 2, one of each only. One of each only. All right, except this one, there's 2, obviously. So there you go. Left, right, or middle, which do you want of those? Now, remember, if you're sending us emails to claim these, if you have not placed an order with us using that email, I may not know who you are. So please do be sure to send me your name and your shipping address. I need your name and your shipping address. For some people, I couldn't find the email in any of our systems, so I wasn't able to invoice you. So I need your name and your shipping address so I can send an invoice if you're not in our system already. Now we're moving on to these little partridges. I think these are so cute. And we had some of these yesterday, but we have many more of them today. So this is a beautiful light purple partridge. And then this one is a purple, but it's super dark. I don't know if I can... Actually, one of these is purple, one of these is blue. See, it even fooled me until I hit it with the light. So there's a deep purple and there's a blue. So I'm going to put the purples together and the blue at the end, and you can let me know which one of those that you want when you send an email. Lillian says the orange and white reminds me of seashells. They do. They do. You're right. Ooh, this is one strand of 3 different colors again. Here we have the beige, and there is only one of these. We have this turquoise color. Actually, these are both kind of turquoise. This is like Sleeping Beauty turquoise, and this is like your regular other turquoise. Beautiful, beautiful all together. None of these have numbers, so they're just going to go like that, and I'm going to have to know. William, do you have my address on record? I don't know, Linda. I think you've sent it to me once. I think you have, so I should have it. Doesn't hurt to send it in an email again. That way I don't have to search my whole... We have 2 inventory systems and 3 different places to look for addresses when we're looking for stuff. So if you just send it when you send everything else, it helps me a lot. Just send it along with your last email or something like that. Here we have the green, this beautiful limey green, and this beautiful transparent blue. Oh, love those colors. Love those colors. Let me flip this one around. That has the number. There we go. Sneaking in a drink there. Okay, I think this is the last partridge for now, at least. This is beautiful light purple color. I love purple. It's a favorite of mine. So there you go. All right, we're about 2/3 maybe of the way through bag 3. I told you there was a lot, everybody. You're getting the deluxe trunk show today from Raven's Journey. They were kind enough to send us 7 full bags of Czech glass for you all to drool over, because that's what I've been doing, drooling over these. And you all are seeing these before anybody else. People who watch our lives generally see our new items before anybody. After we go through these bags, these will then go onto the store floor for people who visit us in store to purchase if they'd like to. But you are getting first dibs at all of this. So it's the best chance to get the goods. All of these strands, $5 a strand only. $5 a strand only. We have 2 different colors of these ones. I wish I could have like music playing in the background or something like that, but everybody take me down for copyright infringement if I did that. So I hope you all have your own music going. Keep yourselves, or maybe my voice is enough. Just my lovely voice, right? I don't know about that, but I think I'd have music on. Right. These are really nice, aren't they? These green or blue. I like these together, actually. You're like, stop touching them so I can get my picture. This coral color is becoming quickly a favorite of mine. There were a number of them yesterday in that color, and the more I looked at them and the more I was sorting stuff, the more I wanted the coral colors myself. These ones, these faceted rounds, are a really nice thing to just have, right? You can always use nice faceted rounds, whether you're making bracelets, necklaces. These are just a really good addition to your stash. I think they're good to have around no matter what. We sell a lot of this kind generally, and for $5 a strand, add those to your stash. This is a red color. It's almost a pinky red. So just to show you, this is it with the coral to show you the difference. They look really red when you set the coral beside them. They do have a tinge of pink to them. Now here's my flavor. I like these. How's everybody doing out there? Keeping up? Doing okay? Seeing things you like, I hope? Susan says it looks a bit like amber. Yeah, it does. That root beer colored amber. And sometimes they have hints of blue in them and purple, depending on how they catch the light and the finish that's on them. They're super pretty. Here are these in a green yellow. Howdy, Nancy. Thanks for joining us today. Some of these are very clear. Some of these have the green color on them. These are lovely. I like these a lot. I love green, though. If you watch me often, you know that. I love green. Okay. Two different ones here. We have these two. These are more of a clear blue. You can see through. These are clear. Whereas you have this one, which is this aquatic green color. Looks like the sea green. So how's everyone today? You doing okay? Doing okay, everyone? I hope so. Hope you're enjoying the show today. I'm trying to save my voice. I'm trying not to talk too much, because I don't need to talk to show you all these, right? Don't necessarily need to talk to show you all these. Check out those beautiful colors right there. Donna says, I have to come meet these beads in person. You can come if you're located near us in Ligonier, Pennsylvania. We'll have them on the showroom floor next week. Whatever's left, that is. Whatever's left, that is. These have lots of beautiful colors in them. They have some yellow, they have some amber, they even have a little bit of blue. Okay, now I think the last shape left in this bag, number 3, are these little drops. So we have these in orange and this beautiful blue. Harry says, today has been pretty good for me. I sent out 5 orders, cut some labradorite stone this afternoon, pulled rabbits and eggs from the kiln, glazed a couple eggs. Nice. That does sound productive. Marianne says, I just think there are so many things I would like to try, but there's not enough time or money. Yeah, my mom always says you either have time or you have money. Generally, you generally don't always have both at the same time, unless you're very lucky. Unless you're very lucky, right? Next up are these two. So this one's a little bit more green than the last blue I showed you, if you're wondering what the difference is. And then we have this beautiful, beautiful white with the gold accent. Nancy says, how are the kittens? Our kittens are doing good. Our almost 7-year-old kittens, right? Yeah, they're doing well. Everybody's doing pretty well. Barnaby's having a hard time with his asthma with these temperature changes. I think the cold weather is actually better for him once it gets cold and stays cold. But he also likes to go outside, and he cries and cries to go out. So we take a morning walk on the porch and out into the backyard usually. But it's been snowing here, so he does not like to get his paws in the snow. So we have a purple, we have the teal, and we have a transparent blue in this set. Linda, Oscar. Oh, Harry, Oscar Crow, OSCARCROW, and he's on Etsy. Oscar Crow on Etsy for Harry. Cinnamon stole a sock. That's cute. That's cute. Maybe cute, right? Harry says, Oscar was my pet crow. Yeah, Harry had a pet crow. So we have this clear with a gold accent. And then we have this beautiful teal with the copper. And of course I say, let me put them down with the numbers, and none of these ones have numbers on them. So that's okay. That's okay. I'll figure it out. This is a beautiful green with a gold. It has the gold accent, but also it has a little bit of that mercury glass finish that some Czech glass has. And then this is a light blue. That's the word, blue. Linda says, I am a huge Oscar Crow fan. Me too. I love Harry's work. We have quite a few pieces, and we also sell some of his work in the shop. Orange, 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 orange. People are loving orange right now. I don't know if you are. Maybe it's because it's so delightful with this dreary weather that many of us are having. But it was a big seller yesterday. I don't know that I have any orange left, really, from yesterday. There's one. I see one something orange peeking out. Now remember, these are all $5 a strand. To make it easy, we're almost done. We're the last few of bag number 3. We did bag 1 and 2 yesterday, so if you missed that live, you might want to check that out. These are a transparent green with a gold accent. This is all Czech glass from our friends at Raven's Journey. Raven's Journey was rated by the readers of Interweave in the Readers Awards, Readers' Choice Awards. Raven's Journey was rated the #1 Czech glass. Nancy says green is good. I like that green a lot. I love green, 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 everything green. So here we have, this is a blue with a AB coating, slight, ever so slight AB coating. We also have this dark blue, 1 strand of that. And this one, which is a clear, kind of that matte clear with one side of each of these has that beautiful flash of color. Lenna says orange goes well with the Pantone color magenta. Viva magenta. Yes, it does. It does. They're really pretty together. All right, everybody. All right. That is bag number 3. Bag number 3. So we're going to take a little break now. I'm going to give you all, let's give you all about 5 minutes to take a breather and use the restroom if you need to. And then we are going to work on bag number 4. All right. If you don't need to go anywhere, stay and chat. Talk amongst yourselves. I'm going to turn the mic off so I can go get some things done around here and move some stuff around without making too much noise. And we will be back shortly. Let me make a note of that. We'll be back soon. All right, there we go. See you in 5 minutes, everybody. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. So we are just finishing up. We just finished up bag 3. We did 1 and 2 yesterday. We just finished bag 3 today. We're going to do bag 4 now, and we still have bag 5. So we're going to be going quite a while tonight. I hope I don't wear everyone out. But one of these days, we have to do 3 bags so that we can get everything done. And it's going to be today, I think, everybody. So bag 4 is coming up. If you'd like to purchase anything from this video, take a screenshot. When I set the items on the table and move my hands away, that's when you get a screenshot. And please make sure that this is in the screenshot so that I know what bag your items came from. It helps me to narrow it down by a lot. So I will set them on the table with, if there's a number on it, I'll set that up. I'll let my hands go, and you give me a screenshot of the whole screen if possible. Please don't crop it. Some people crop it just to the bead. I need this in here too. That helps a lot. All right. Let's see. What's everyone saying? Yeah, Christy's spotlight day was today in the TGBE. So she spotlighted herself out there. That was good to see. I haven't seen all of it, but I liked what I saw so far. Marianne went to get a drink. Yeah, I did too. I went to get some chocolate. I had some chocolate in the back too. Some dark chocolate that I needed a little bit of. Facebook user says, "Ack, I missed 1, 2, and 3. You can always rewatch the videos. You can rewatch the videos. If you're on YouTube, you could rewatch this video and watch all of bag 3 right now if you want to. But on Facebook, you have to wait until the end." Teresa watched Christy today too. Good. Our TGBE friend. Christy's been a friend a lot longer than the TGBE. She used to come to Ligonier. We've had her in Ligonier 2 or 3 times, I think 2 times, to do some teaching and have some, weekend retreats with Christy here and some other teachers as well. So it's very exciting when we get to do things like that. Hopefully soon we'll get to do things like that again. Now, we are moving on to the $8 bag, everybody. The $8 bag. Most of this bag, not all of it, but most of it is going to be faceted rondelles. If you love faceted rondelles, you're going to love this bag. And these are approximately 8mm faceted rondelles, okay? These are all approximately 8mm faceted rondelles. Here's the first one. So if you're just tuning in, we're doing bag 4. Don't take a screenshot yet, everybody. Let me set these down. When I set them down and then move my hands away, that's your chance to get a screenshot. Please include this, and I'll have this. When you send that screenshot in your email to us, if it asks you, do you want to reduce the size of these attachments? Please say no, no, no. I would like you to send me, please, the full-sized attachments so that I can zoom in if I need to and find out what that number is. That helps me a lot, all right? Norma saw the last one. Which one? The last one? The last one of Christie's or the last video of ours? What did you see? What did you see the last one of? Marion says, Christy is a hoot, polymer clay and epoxy clay. Yeah, we love Christy. She's a great, great teacher too. These are brown and yellow with a little bit of that orangey amber color mixed in. Beautiful combination. Let's see if I can move this light down a little bit to get a little bit more light on our subject. So is anyone new joining us today? You've not joined us before? Anybody, we have any new viewers out there? Please say hi. We love to chat with you. We love to know who's watching. And please also follow us on Facebook, subscribe to us on YouTube, and hit those thumbs ups. Give us some likes, give us some love. Look at that blue. That's like lapis blue right there. That's true Afghan lapis blue. Right? Beautiful color right there. Again, these are all approximately 8mm, so you can get a size in there. Make sure I'm doing that right. Almost 9, 8 to 9mm, 8 to 9mm. You can find Linda is asking if Christy has a YouTube. If you go to thegreatbeatextravaganza.com, everybody in the Great Beat Extravaganza, you can find all their social media outlets and everything. And Christy is in there with us. We invited her in, so you can find her that way. And everyone's connections are on the website, thegreatbeatextravaganza.com. Hello, Amanda. Thank you for joining us today. I have about 37 people watching, it says today. Please, if all 37 of you would hit the like and hit that thumbs up on YouTube, we get a lot more traction. And also, if you'd all share, that'd be 37 people sharing. That means hopefully at least 37 more people, at least one person from each of you would see that post. These are interesting. These have like a blue, gray with red. Wow, those are pretty. There's some blue in there, there's some gray in there, and there's some red in there. That's my jam right there. Oh, I love those. Oh, I love those so much. Janice shared, thank you. Brooke says, done, thank you so much. You know, we say it a lot. Please like, please share. But I will say that, you know, people are like, it doesn't mean anything. I don't need to do that. But I will tell you, as a small business owner, it means a lot. It means a lot. Most of our posts on Facebook take days to get like 8 likes. And we have 8,000 followers, over 8,000 followers. So the more you like and the more you share, the more traction Facebook and YouTube gives us. Marianne says 15 of 24 only on YouTube. Oop, just went up. Come on, the rest of you. Yeah, hit that like for us. Hit that thumbs up. Help a small business out. Debbie shared. Thank you so much. Help a small business out. We are a super small business. We have 8,000 some followers, so sometimes that doesn't make us look small in some of the bead world out there as far as a bead store goes, but we can use all the help. All of those 8,000 followers are all mostly from word of mouth, from people who have liked us, people who have helped us share, and we appreciate our community out there so much. Oh, I love these too. Look at how pretty those are. So pretty. Lorraine is a little bit late, spent most of the day at the doctor's. Oh no, that's never fun. Linda says, I have the same thing, William, can have over 100 views, but only 16 likes. Yeah, it's crazy. We have some videos, you know, they stay out there for a while that have thousands of views, but like less than 10 likes. And I know y'all like some of our stuff. I know that. So please hit the like, just do it. Just do it. Make it a thing. When you're watching a small business, any small business, if you like it in the least little bit, hit that like button. It's also a trick too, because if you want to see more of this kind of stuff, especially on Facebook, but it also counts for YouTube as well, the more you hit like, the more of that business you'll see. So if you go to our Facebook page at Allegory Gallery, that's facebook.com/Allegory Gallery, and you go and you take the first 10 posts that we have on our page, and you just go right now and you like all 10 of them, we will start showing up more on your feed. Because a lot of people are like, we never see your posts. We never see your posts. You have to like the posts to see more of them. That's the way Facebook works. You can't just follow a business and expect Facebook to show it to you, because it won't. It will show it to you when you first follow it. But if you don't keep liking those posts, then you are going to, unfortunately, not see it anymore. So you have to like it. You have to do the work. And then you see more of that business. That goes for any business on Facebook, not just us. Marianne says we're at 21 out of 23. Nice. She says, come on, we know you like it, right? Debbie says, if we watch an AG YouTube twice, does it count as 2 views for you or only once? You know what? I don't know that. I don't know for sure how they count their views. We don't get that information, or else I've never looked at that information. But the longer you watch, the better it is. Because they do count how many hours, watch hours we have. So the longer you watch, the longer you stay engaged on each video, the more credit we get for that. The more clout, or whatever you want to call it, we get for that. These are super pretty too. These are like an army green with some orange in there, a little bit of gray. Beautiful ones. So watching twice, I don't know. I think it counts as multiple views. But the best thing to do, instead of watching one video twice, watch 2 videos. Watch 2 videos. And then that way, for sure, we're getting the extra credit. And I'm saying this not just for us, but any small business, again, that you really love. If they have a YouTube channel, go subscribe to it. Go like it. Give them a thumbs up once in a while, or all the time, which is even better. And the longer you watch it, YouTube actually tracks how long you watch each video that you're watching. And if they see you tuning into our video for like 20 seconds and leaving, or a minute and leaving, it counts as we must not be very interesting. So if you can, hang in there with us. Hang in there with us. See, we're up to 40 people now watching because y'all are out there sharing. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Bonnie says, oh, there you are. Yeah, we just took a 5-minute break in between bags 3 and 4, Bonnie, just like we did between 1 and 2 yesterday. Marianne got us up 26 out of 26 likes on YouTube. We appreciate that. Thank you so much. Teresa's having issues with lupus. That's a hard thing. Sorry to hear that. Sorry to hear that. This is a beautiful aqua blue. It has a transparent center that's cut out, and then it has that opaque around it, almost in like a Picasso finish. Beautiful, only 2 of those. I see why they could only send 2 of those to us. Bonnie says, sorry, I'm late to the game. That's okay. You can always rewatch later. Linda shared for us. Thank you so much. We appreciate that. We're looking at right now, mostly, these are approximately 8 to 9 millimeter faceted rondelles from our Raven's Journey trunk show. There's only 1 of this color left. Michelle says, hi, brand new here. Thank you for watching, Michelle. We appreciate new people. We're a small bead store located in Western Pennsylvania in the United States. And we love to bring you new, exciting, wonderful beads and jewelry making supplies. We go live 5 days a week here on YouTube and Facebook. And we sell stuff, we do demos, we do lots of stuff. A lot of times we just hang out and chat with people too. We have a whole collection of videos we call just Let's Chat, where instead of trying to sell or demo anything, we just hang out and chat with you. We like to get to know our community. Our most important, the most important focus of our store is to build the creative community. So thank you. You'll make friends here if you hang out long enough, I promise. Win Ben Art, Lena says, I said I was going to the event. That helps too, so my friends can see events I am attending. Yes, on Facebook events. Every live that we create, and this goes for any small business too, they are now making lives events on Facebook. It's an automatic thing that happens. So if you say you are interested in the event or you are going to the event, Facebook likes that. They say, oh, you like this business, you're going to their event, or you're interested in their event. And it will also show your friends that you are interested in this event. And it helps share our event without small businesses having to pay lots of money for advertising. So if you love a small business, help them out by helping them advertise. All you have to do is hit that going or interested, and it will automatically tell your friends that you're interested in this event or going to this event. And you don't have to do anything but actually say that you're going or interested in it. Susan says, I noticed that about the lives. What did you notice? What part are we talking about? Bonnie's making dinner. Nice. Curry chicken soup. Chicken curry soup. Nice. You know, I don't eat the meat, but I do love a good curry soup. And when I did eat meat, chicken curry was a good thing. I love these ones. These beads are so nice. They're like that root beer brown with a little bit of that white and beige. Very good neutral bead. I'm gonna let you take a picture, but very nice neutral. Can never have enough neutrals in your collection. Let's see, what's Michelle says late 2. That's okay. Marianne says we still got lots to look at. That's right. We're only on bag 4. We have bag 5 to go tonight. And we're only a third of the way through bag 4. Debbie says there is a share button on YouTube to share across social media platforms. Will that count for your YouTube views if people watch it from YouTube on different platforms? If you use that share button, it shares the YouTube link. And when people go to watch it, it will bring them back to YouTube and it will count. Yes, it will count. Suzanne is having pasta tonight, maybe king cake for dessert. Ooh, that's nice. I haven't had any dessert in a while, except my chocolate that I store in the back of the shop. Oh, well, we'll forget about that. That's okay. These are beautiful. I love this green jade color. Oh. When Windbent Art, as Lena says, love opalite in all colors, right? And this one might. Let's see if it, yes, under the black light, it glows. Usually that color does. I think that's the only one in this bag that glows under the black light. So there you have it. Again, I'm trying to invoice for these at the end of every night. I sent out all the invoices I could for day 1, unless you sent me your requests today or after midnight last night, Eastern time. So if you did that, I haven't gotten to them yet, but I will be doing more invoicing tonight for any of the requests that you send in here now. Look at this, green and yellow or lime. It's kind of like a limey yellow, lemony green. I love it. Suzanne, who was asking? Amanda's asking, what's king cake? Oh yeah, king cake. Special dessert for Mardi Gras, like a brioche dough with icing and filling. It's good. Don't they usually put, is that the one they usually put the baby inside? Is it usually a baby? A little plastic, I think. Or is that another cake I'm thinking of? Isn't it lucky if you get the baby or something like that? I forget what that's all about. Suzanne says, yes, there is a baby. I thought so. It's like a little baby doll they put inside the cake. They hide it inside. This is blue and red. It's like that garnet red with a nice blue. Only 2 of those available. Suzanne says, if you get it, you have to buy the next king cake. Oh, so it's not a good thing. It's a gotta spend your money thing. I guess it's good if you like to treat people. I like to treat people when I can. Vanessa says, that is king cake, just don't choke on it. It's good luck to find it though. So see, it is good luck. There you go. Good luck, and then you have to buy the next one. Susan's still dreaming about the red velvet cake she had the other day. Nice. These are all generally 8mm. They're 8 to 9mm. When I measure them, they're about 8 to 9mm. except we just went down in size for these ones. Sorry. Let me see if I'm looking at these. Was I doing larger ones before, or is my eyes are, that's just my eyes. Never mind, everybody. It helps if you use the millimeter side of the ruler and not the inches. Yes, these are 8mm, 8 to 9mm. These are really pretty. These have blue, green, and yellow. Yellow and blue make green, all in one. Remove that tag so I can see it when you take a screenshot. There you go. Bonnie says, I dream about chocolate cheesecake with strawberries and whipped cream. Nice. Making everybody hungry. We always talk about food during these lives. A lot of us are around the time where it's getting close to dinner time. It's definitely dinner time here. 6:30 right now. And that's close to dinner time. I mean, my dinner time is a little later than most, but so we have two different ones in this batch. We have these beautiful blues, two different colors of blue. This little one over here has some of that root beer ambery color on it. Michelle says, king cake is making me think about beignets. Ooh, yes. I could go for some of that. I could go for some of that. Ooh. I've been trying to eat better lately. Eat salads and vegetables, and now y'all gonna make me want cake and fried goods. What are y'all gonna do to me? What are y'all doing to me? Suzanne says, oh, beignets. Suzanne's down there in New Orleans. You probably got the good, the real down there. These are blue with a little touch of yellow or green, but I think it's mostly coming from like an ambery color, just, you know, being pulled through. Amanda says, I need to get myself down to New Orleans. Me too, Amanda. Me too. I'm not that far away, really. I don't have much of an excuse other than we're crazy busy running a store. But other than that, Andrew's been there. I've never gotten to go. Donna says, I'm sitting by a window. The moon is big. Nice. I like a big moon. Diane says some chicory coffee. I haven't had chicory coffee in a while. Here are coral faceted rondelles in 8mm in Czech glass from our Raven's Journey Czech Glass Trunk show. If you're just joining us, this is a trunk show. We will have these items for approximately 2 weeks or so, and then we have to send it back. So if you're watching these videos after 2 weeks after they aired, unfortunately, these are probably gone. Susan says, I'm just upriver and I've never made it to New Orleans. How is that possible? How is that possible? Amanda says, I've been as south as Orlando. That's pretty far south. These, I don't know, can you see? These are grape. There it is. These are like a beautiful grape color with some of that limey yellow green. Oh, I love it. I love it. So there you have those. Let me flip that there, flip that there. Can't tell. So there we go. Bonnie says, I was there when I was 13, too young to appreciate it. Yeah. Yeah. You got to be able to appreciate the history and what's actually happened there and what has been there and what is there. Lennis is like ametrine. It is like ametrine. One of my favorites. I love ametrine. Amethyst is my birthstone, so I've got to love that. And then you add the citrine in there, even better. So these are black with a little speckle, and these might be, let me see if they're smaller. They're not. They're 8 millimeters too, between 8 and 9, according to my ruler. How are y'all holding up? We're most of the way through bag 4 because these are bigger strands. The bag's not, it doesn't have as much in it. So we are getting closer to the end of bag 4, and we'll move on to bag 5, and then that'll be it for today. These are beautiful red inside, this matte red with this kind of bluish purple silvery finish. Bonnie says, such a beautiful moon tonight. I can't see the moon yet. You're teasing me and I can't see it yet. But I do think we had clear skies today, so I should be able to see the moon pretty nicely, I think. One strand of this. Oh, look how nice. And now I know somebody's going to claim this one. Because look at it. How could you not? So one strand only available of that one. Are y'all still hanging in there? Not getting too tired yet, too hungry? We're going to take another 5-minute break after this, and then we'll move on to bag 5. Here's some yellow and blue, but they don't make green in this one, just yellow and blue. Come on. There we go. Got to be able to see that number. The reflection sometimes doesn't let me see it. I think it's okay, and then it's not. Amanda says, I've been to North Dakota, and that's the furthest west in the U.S. for me so far. You've been further west, I think, than me, unless Tucson is further than that. I can't remember. My geography is not my strong point. Spring skies, right? I like that. So 2 different ones here. This one is a very dark grapey purple. Very dark. Let me see if I can. It's hard to see. There's some purple in there. Beautiful light purple, dark purple. And then you have this light purple with the lime around it, which I really love that combination. Tucson's a lot further west. Well, then I have been further west, I guess. Ooh. Now, I've seen a lot of these combinations before, but this one I don't think I've really seen much before. This has purple, orange, and white, and some limey green. That is beautiful. That is like the desert. I feel like that's like the desert right there. Desert at sunset. Let's call it that. Desert at sunset. This is very similar to the last one, but instead of the clay red color, it's an orangey clay color. I'm going to call it orangey clay color. And there are 2 of those. Look at that sunny, bright. I don't know if it's coming as bright on your screen as it is in person. This is a sunny, beautiful, bright yellow clear glass bead with some white and brown. Stunning, stunning beads. Great beads for summer or spring. Just one of these. Just the one. If you like that bright green like I do, you might want that one. Remember, all these strands in bag 4 are $8. $8 per strand. Prices written on them are correct. It's a great deal for these. But what would we expect otherwise from Raven's Journey, right? Ooh, this is a coral with some like yellow green in there on top, almost in a Picasso-like finish. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Love those two. Love those two. All right. And the last strands, next to last strands, sorry, I thought it was the last one. Next to last strands in bag 4 are these pink flowers with the silver accent. Why are these ones 8 and not 5? Usually, when things get to a certain color, pink or red, oftentimes they use gold to create the color, and sometimes it's more expensive. Marion says some of the color combos are so neat. I think so too. Whoop. Whoop. Throwing things on the floor. All right, and now we have the same color pink in the flowers, but with a copper finish. So you can see the difference. Like, look at the difference that makes even on the color. It makes it even look like a different color sometimes. Let me get these out so I can see one of those numbers. There we go. All right. That is bag 4, everybody. That is bag 4. So we're going to take another 5-minute or so break in between so y'all can take a little bit of time. And if you need to rewind, if you're on YouTube, you can rewind and catch anything you missed, or use it for a bathroom break, or grab a little tiny snack, and we will be back in about 5 minutes. And I'm going to turn my mic off so you don't hear me moving, doing all this stuff I'm doing. And I'll see you back here soon. And we're back, everybody. Welcome back. I hope you've got a little bit of energy left for this third and final bag of this evening. This is bag 5 in our 7-bag series that's going over the last few days. We'll have the next 2 tomorrow. We had the first 2 yesterday. So if you missed that, please take a look at our replay on YouTube or Facebook for day 1 of our Czech Glass Trunk show sale. And we're moving on now to bag 5. Bag 5 is a mix. I like the mixes. They keep interest a little bit more. You know, I love, faceted rondelles and faceted rounds, but I like it when there's a mix, a better mix. So we're going to look at some more here today. Now, where'd my penny go? I just lost. There it is. All right, so we're pulling out. These are going to be $9, everybody. Let me put that on here because some of these look like 6. So I'm going to write that. All strands, $9 each, US. All right. Okay. $9 a strand. Beautiful, beautiful Czech glass flowers. These are a beautiful purple and they have a blue accent on them. All right. And if you're tuning in from anywhere else in the world, we do ship worldwide. So please feel free to order. If you are somewhere else, we do get pretty decent shipping rates, but it is going to cost a little more, of course. But we are happy to ship to you wherever you are. Look at those. Those are lovely. I need to be watching the camera so that I get that actually in the screen where I can see it. There we go. Everyone's talking about where they've lived, where they've traveled. It's so nice. I have not traveled a lot. My family didn't have a lot of money growing up, so we never did like summer vacations or anything fancy like that. But I was lucky enough. I went to France in college. I was doing so well in my French classes, it came pretty naturally to me. And my professor asked if I would stay with her in-laws to help them learn English while they helped with my French. And that was in a French 101 class that was French 101 for linguistics. A 101 linguistics class. 1 strand of this one only. There's the number. But other than that, I have lived here in Pennsylvania and in New York City. Lived in New York City. That's where Andrew and I met. And we moved back here. I wanted to be closer to my grandparents as they got older, and I'm very thankful I did that. I was able to spend some time with them before they passed. And then we started a store here at the same time. So now we're here. Now we're here. A lot of purple flowers in this one. I think purple is also one of those colors that sometimes uses gold to create it. So that's why they're a little bit higher in price. I love this shape. And I love this shampoo-y effect in the glass. Bonnie says, that's so nice, lasting memories with grandparents. Yeah, I'm very glad that I was here with them for a little bit more time. I grew up very close to my grandparents, especially my grandmother on my mom's side. She was a big influence in my life, and I was glad to spend more time with her. Ooh, these next ones nice. There's a lot of them. These must be newer. They sent a lot of these ones with us. These are blue and teal, and they have that beautiful, I'm going to call it a gold fuming, a gold coating. It could be silver, but I think it's flashing gold. Patty says purple goes great with orange. It certainly does. And these, oh, the base of these is that cobalt blue bead, and then they have this beautiful gold flash to them. Those are stunning beads right there. Amanda says Quebec is stunning. I've never been. Have I? Did I go to? No, I've been to Toronto. Toronto is the city. Quebec. Is Quebec a city or is Quebec the state? Or what do you call it? Province? Quebec City is beautiful. Here's that blue again, but with a lighter. It's that shampooey blue, but with this one had a darker outside. This is the lighter outside. Ooh. These colors, they're so vivid and so rich. These are the colors I like. Very saturated, very blatant colors. That's a blatant, you can't mistake that for another color. That blue's hitting you and you know it. I love also when they do multicolors, like these green with the blue. Green with the blue. All right, let me put these down so you can get a screenshot of those. Facebook user says, I lived in Quebec City for 2 years. It's a gorgeous city, but very cold in the winter. Brr. Yeah, a lot of places up there I think are very cold in the winter. Although I can't say much here because they're very cold here too sometimes. Student says, on my mother's side, I have ancestors from Montreal who originated in Normandy, France. Nice. More beautiful flowers. These are the table cut ones in the larger size than we saw the other day. We got a bunch of these little flowers, the table cut flowers, yesterday in smaller sizes. Quebec is a province. Montreal is the capital. Quebec City is really beautiful. Nice. I told you I'm no good at U.S. geography, let alone other geographies. That's good to know. I've only been to Niagara and Toronto, and anywhere I drove through to get to those places, but that's it. I'd like to explore more of Canada, though. Oh, look at that. If that doesn't take your breath away. That beautiful gold fumed finish on the outside with that lovely, lovely pink color. Whew, those are some nice beads right there. Amanda says, I lived in Toronto for 5 years. Fun at the time, but it's very busy. Yeah, I bet. That was like me in New York City. I loved living there. I lived there for about 6 or 7 years, somewhere in there. And I loved it. but it was so busy, and I was always so busy. It was like you were working just to live, which you do anyway, right? But I barely ever left the city. I barely saw my family. So I needed a change. And when I met Andrew, it gave me the opportunity because he was willing to move back this way. And then Allegory Gallery got started too. We would have never had this. We would have known probably any of you people, maybe a few from Andrew's blog that he used to have. I know Susan's been with him for longer than I think I've known Andrew. But I would have probably known very few of you out there. So see, it all works out. It works out great. Amanda says, I did school there. I didn't go back. Too expensive and smelly. I didn't notice the smell when I was there, but I think you don't notice that kind of thing when you're vacationing, right? And you're just there to have a good time. Skeleton heads, sugar skulls more appropriately. Sugar skull beads. We have one strand in this dark, beautiful blue here. And then we have multiple strands in this light purple color. It's a purple with a blue accent. Purple with the blue accent. Try and get one of those to show the number. Amanda says, Tokyo is like living in a tin of sardines. I've known a lot of people who have been in Tokyo, and they really liked it. But I hear it's very busy. I don't know if I could stand that anymore. I think my New York days were as busy as it's going to get for me. I'm happy. I would actually move further out into the country, I think, if it were up to me. Marianne says, I thought Paris was very smoggy. It wasn't when I went there, but I didn't notice it anyway. But I was there in 2002, I want to say. I think 2002. So here's a very beautiful light blue and a beautiful light green. We only have 2 of that one and 1 of this one. Suzanne says, I liked London. I've never been to London. I've always wanted to go. I really wanted to go when I was younger. I was very into English stuff. I think that came from working for a British car parts supplier when I was 14. Marianne says, I was in Paris in 1992. Yeah, I don't know what it was like then, but in 2002, it was pretty nice and pretty clean. Compared to New York, I thought Paris was pretty dang clean. Bonnie says, Paris wasn't smoggy when I was there. Beautiful in April. Paris in April. That would have been amazing. I was there in, I want to say July of 2002. Lena says, skulls and colors I don't already have. So tempting. I know, right? We've carried these skulls in the store, but not in all of these colors. I don't think we've had them in all of these colors. If we did at the very beginning, I don't remember them. So I'm loving these. Remember, all these are $9 only per strand, which I think is an insanely good deal. Look at those. Some of them on the strand are clear. On this strand, anyway. I guess not really. It's just how they hit the light, which is really cool. Some are a little more clear than others, but I don't know. I think that's cool. Amanda says, cherry blossom season in Japan is magical, or if you go earlier, you can catch plum blossom season. I would love to see the plum or cherry blossoms. Oh, I just want to go to Japan. I just have always wanted to go there too. But I think I would rather see like old Japan than, and I'm a tech person, and I know that there are some cities that are very techy, so that would be kind of cool. But I want to see old Japan where they do, the cool. These are actually two different ones. Sorry, everybody. I'm talking and not paying attention. This one is a clear, or at least more clear, and these are a matte kind of finish on those. But yeah, I think Japan, old Japan would be so cool to see people, if you could visit the people doing like, paper making and like those old things, those old world kind of style things that I don't want to say we don't care about here in the US as much, but kind of that we don't care about, that take people generations to perfect and hand them down and just take them years of their life to make them what they are. I love that stuff. Harry says, dinner's ready. See you next time. Thanks, Harry, for joining us. See you a little bit. See you next time out there in the interwebs. Look at this style. I have not seen this style. We haven't had this in the store, that's for sure. Amanda says, I recommend Kyoto, Nara. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. Himeji, Shikoku, and Kyushu. My Japanese pronunciation, I'm sure, is very off. I have not spoken Japanese in quite a long time. Teresa says, I went to Paris with my French class during my senior year of high school. We went in May. We also stayed with a family in the French countryside. That's a fancy French class, senior class trip. My school did nothing like that. But that's really cool. I stayed in the south of France, in Narbonne, if anyone knows where Narbonne is, the Mediterranean Sea down that way. And the family that I stayed with, they took me all over the place. They had a house in the Pyrenees on the border of Spain, which was lovely. We traveled into Spain one day just to eat paella, which was really nice. And I went to Carcassonne. I went to a lot of places. Montpellier, where they studied as doctors. Look at these. I don't know this shape either. I've not seen these stars before. So these are really cool. And then once I left them, I drove myself to Dijon and to Bordeaux, and then I'm trying to think if I drove to Paris. I think from Dijon or Bordeaux, I took a train. I think from Dijon, I took a train to Paris and spent about a week in Paris and then left. These are really cool, y'all. That's a nice design right there. Marion says, no senior class trip. My third year university involved a trip to farms. That's more like my speed there too. My senior class trip, I think, was Myrtle Beach, if I remember correctly. So we went to the beach, but yeah. Teresa says, when is Andrew coming home? Andrew has a show tonight from 6 to 8 p.m. with Beads of Courage. That's Mountain Time. So that should start in about 50 minutes if I'm not off on my time. And then he has a free day tomorrow. And then he has a show for SNAG, which is the Society of North American Goldsmiths. It's their first time in Tucson. So that's on Saturday. And then they're either leaving Sunday or spending one more day kind of getting themselves together and ready to leave. Then it'll be 4 to 5 days back across the country to Asheville. So think about it as possibly the earliest he'd be in Asheville probably would be next Thursday or so. And then another day to travel up here to Pennsylvania. So the earliest, very earliest he'd probably be back home is like a week and a day from now. And that's if they really hustled to get back. 5:10 p.m. Arizona. Thank you, Debbie. Yep. So he will be starting his Beads of Courage show in about 50 minutes. So they're probably setting up right now, getting ready for that. He'll probably do a live from there. I'm guessing he'd do a live from there once I'm done with this live. Look at these. There's beautiful, those blue and green stars. What a lovely design. I have not seen these yet. I don't know if these are an old design or not, but I don't remember ever having these or seeing these. Teresa says, we did a lot of fundraising to go. We went to Bordeaux, Champagne, and other places with the family. It was only 9 students and our teacher. I almost got to go to Russia in college. I took Russian history, is it Russian history or Russian philosophy? Russian philosophy class, I think. And the teacher tried to get a group of students to go. And I really wanted to go, but didn't get to. But that was really the only other place that I could have probably gone on a trip like that with somebody. Now Russia's not a place that I care to go. But back then, it wasn't so, I don't know. I guess we've always had some tense relations, but now especially I would not want to. But, you know, I'd like to see the people. I always am very interested in the smaller towns rather than the big cities. And seeing how the people live, like real people, like regular real people. That's what the kind of stuff I'm more interested in. All right, everybody, we're getting down to the end of bag 5. How's it going for y'all? I'm glad y'all are chatting with each other. I hope you're also finding some goodies while you chat with each other. But it helps keep everybody lively when people are chatting, right? If you were just watching me, you'd probably be bored to death, because I know I'm not that exciting most of the time here, especially when I'm trying to get through all of this stuff. These are nice too. I love this shape. I love this style. Norma says, I worked in a youth hostel in Germany the summer of my senior year of college. My German professor was a friend of the head of the youth hostel system. That's pretty cool. I took some German in college, and you know, every time I take a language, I keep saying I want to go to all these places. It's because I take the language. And every time I take a language, I get very interested in the people. But my German pronunciation was awful. It was awful. I could read it and write it better than I could speak it. That's for sure. There's only one strand of this one if you like this red with this Picasso-like finish. This is lovely. This bluey, shampoo-y color with a little bit of green. Oh, look at that. That is stunning. That is stunning. Put them down here so you can get some of those if you want. Bonnie says, Star of David, kind of. Kind of. Kind of. It's kind of just a nice star. Those would make nice earrings, that's for sure. And at $9 a strand, you could pump out $18 earrings We're using just 2 of them. Pay double your strand. Sell 1 pair of earrings. And this is the last strand of bag number 5. This beautiful key lime pie green color. That's what I'm going to call it. If I can get this to look at you so I know what number that is when you take a screenshot. There we go. And that, my friends, we got through 3 bags tonight. Thank you for hanging out here with me. So glad you could make it. Let me flip this around real quick, and I'm going to say a quick goodbye, and then I'm going to get to work sorting out. Hopefully, y'all have been claiming stuff, and I have lots to sort tonight. Hi. Debbie says, how many star beads are on a strand? Well, let's see. 2, 4, 6, 8. Looks like 10 on that last strand, at least. They should be about the same. Bonnie says, I'm going to mull these over. I just checked my computer. I tapped it, and it came alive. I've got lots of orders to sort through tonight, so thank you so much. If you're going to mull, don't mull too long because it may go away. So yeah, so thank you so much for tuning in. Like I said, I'm not going to make this a long goodbye. We've almost been here 2.5 hours. Thank you so much for watching. We will be back tomorrow, Friday, with the last 2 bags of this trunk show. And then once that's over, these beads are heading onto the store floor. And you can still claim them through these videos. If you're watching this and you're like, oh, they're already out on the store floor, but there's a chance that we may not have them all, right? So if you're claiming after. So anyway, feel free to send us an email and I'll let you know. All right. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful, wonderful evening. Y'all sound like you're going to have some good food out there. I'm a little jealous. I'm going to be eating some vegetables tonight, I think, which is good. That's good too. Got to get those nutrients. So thank you all so very much. Have a wonderful day and day, night, whenever it is. I don't know what time it is or what day it is anymore, but we appreciate all of your support. Thank you for liking. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for following. Thank you for subscribing. And we'll see you here tomorrow. Bye, everybody.